Hi everyone. In this video lecture itself, we will discuss about the topic of semi-automatic lathe. And the previous video lecture itself, we was discuss about the center lathe and their futures. So, in this lecture about the semi-automatic lathe. So, what is semi-automatic lathe? If the lathe machine will be operated with less human effort, that is called as semi-automatic lathe, which means the semi-automatic lathe machine will be operated with either manual condition as well the automatic condition. So it is also called as the partially automated lathe machine. Constructional features and uses of general purpose semi-automatic lathe. So what are the features available in a semi-automatic lathe? Automation is incorporated in the machine tool or machining system as a whole for higher productivity with the consistent quality aiming meeting the large requirements and overall economy. So that semi-automatic lathe will be useful for a mass production or higher productivity. So obviously if the higher productivity will be occur, obviously profit will be increased. That is the main features of semi-automatic lathe. Such automation enables quick and accurate auxiliary motions, that is handling operations like tool, work mounting, bar feeding, tool inducting, and etc. Repeatable with minimum human intervention but with the help of special or additional mechanism and control system. So repeatability and accuracy is more comparing to the center lathe. The system may be mechanical, electromechanical, hydraulic or electronic type or and their combination. It is already mentioned that according to the degree of automation, machine tools are classified as two different categories. The one is the non-automatic and another one is the automatic. So what is non-automatic? Non-automatic where most of the handling operations irrespective of processing operations are done manually like center lathe. So center lathe is a very best example for non-automatic lathe and automatic lathe. Automatic where all the handling or auxiliary operations as well the processing operations are carried out automatically. So all the sequence of operation will be carried out automatically in case of automatic lathe machines. General purpose machines tool may be both fixed automation or flexible automation where the latter one is characterized by computer numerical control. It's a familiar term, CNC machine. Among us, the machine tool lathes are most versatile and widely used. Here, automation of lathes only have been discussed. The general purpose automated lathes can be classified into two different categories. One is semi-automatic, another one is automatic. So, semi-automatic is also called as partially automatic lathe machine. Automatic is a fully automatic lathe machine. So what are the classifications? Semi-automatic and further classified into four different categories. Capstan lathe. So capstan lathe also called as ram type turret lathe. And second one turret lathe, and third one multiple spindle turret lathe, and the last one copying or hydraulic lathe. And further, automatic lathe machine classified into four different categories: automatic cutting of lathe, single spindle automatic lathe, Swiss type automatic lathe, multiple spindle automatic lathe. So these are the different types of semi-automatic and automatic lathes. The other categories of semi-automatic and automatic lathes are vertical turret lathe, special purpose lathe, non-conventional type, that is flexible automated CNC lathe, and turret center, etc. And so till now we were discuss about the classification of automatic, semi-automatic and general purpose lathe. So next, semi-automatic lathe. So what are the characteristic features available in semi-automatic lathe? Some major auxiliary motions and handling operations like bar feeding, speed change, tool change and etc. are done quickly and consistently with lesser human involvement. So obviously semi-automatic lathe machine consisting the lesser human effort. So obviously the tool change, speed change, gear change, all the inter mechanism will be done very quickly and with accurately. That is the main characteristics of semi-automatic lathe. The operator needs lesser skill and putting lesser effort and attention because it is the semi-automatic lathe machine. Suitable for batch or small lot production. So important thing, semi-automatic lathe will be useful for mass production, costlier than central lathe of some capacity because so obviously if the specification of a machine will be increased, obviously cost also increased. So capstan lathe. The semi-automatic lathe, capstan and turret lathe are very similar in construction, operation and application. So both are semi-automatic lathe machine and all the systematic diagram, construction, working principle, advantages, disadvantages, application almost similar for both turret and capstan lathe. So when you look at the diagram, so these two diagram representing the systematic configuration of a lathe machine. So we are having a tool leg and lathe bed, headstock, tailstock, tool post, carriage, and this arrow mark representing the tailstock direction. So the forward direction as well the backward direction. So each and every components, individual components working construction also similar to the center lathe. So yes, tool head of a capstan lathe. So tool head consisting the turret, ram, feed controlling screw, saddle, handle and obviously the lathe bed. So the entire tool head will be located on a bed, lathe bed. Obviously lathe bed will be manufactured cast iron as well as the self lubricating capacity. Yes. And systematic layout of a turret lathe. So when you look at the diagram, it's almost similar to the capstan lathe. So there is no difference between the turret and capstan lathe. Almost similar. It starts from a working principle and end with the application. All the sequence will be same. The only difference is the turret lathe guide rod. So which is used to control the chuck movement. That is the only difference will be available in a turret lathe. Yes, that is a tool head diagram for a turret lathe. So already we know the entire tool head will be located on a lathe bed and turret lathe tool head consisting the turret, saddle, bed and hand wheel. So hand wheel which is used to give the depth of cut as well as the feed rate. And yes, capstan and turret lathe or semi-automatic. So both capstan and turret lathe also semi-automatic lathe machine. Possess an axially movable index-able turret, mostly hexagonal in place of tailstock. So index will be in the shape of hexagon in for tailstock. Hold large number of cutting tool up to 4 in index able to tool post on a front slide, 1 in the rear side and up to 6 in the turret in hexagonal as indicated in the systematic diagram. Yes, capstan lathe at the same time we can able to mount the 4 tools. At the turret we can able to mount the 6 tools. So tool mounting time will be saved. Are more productive for quick engagement and overlapped functioning of the tools in addition to faster mounting and feeding of the job and rapid speed change. Enable repetitive production of same job requiring less involvement, effort and attention of operator for presetting of work speed and feed rate and length of travel of the cutting tool are relatively costlier. Both capstan and turret lathe are the costlier compared to the center lathe. Are suitable and economically viable for batch production or a small lot production. There are some difference in between capstan and turret lathe, such as turret lathe are relatively more robust and heavy duty machine. So turret lathe it's a heavy duty machine, we can able to use this for a batch production. Capstan lathe generally deal with a shorter and long rod type, which is guide rod, held in a collet, whereas turret lathe mostly work on a chucking type job, held in a quick acting chucks. In capstan lathe, the turret travel with a limited stroke length within a saddle type of gate block called axillary bed, which is clamped on the main bed as indicated in the previous figure. Whereas in a turret lathe, the heavy turret being mounted on a saddle, which is directly slide with larger stroke length of a main bed as indicated in the previous diagram. One additional guide rod or pilot bar is provided on a headstock of turret lathe as shown in figure. So ensure the rigid axial travel of the turret bed. So the important difference about the capstan and turret lathe having one guide rod to ensure the rigid axial travel of a turret head. External screw threads are cut in a capstan lathe if required using a self-opening die being mounted in one face of a turret, whereas in turret lathe external threads are generally cut if required by a single point or multi-point chasing tool being mounted on the front slide and moved by the shorter lead screw and a swing type half nut. And typical capstan lathe and horizontal lathe are respectively pictorial view shown in the previous diagrams. Yes, so this is the pictorial view of a capstan lathe. So it's a real-time mission. So we have a headstock here and we have a tailstock here. So that is the lathe bed. So the entire setup will be located on a lathe bed. So that lathe bed will be manufactured as a shock absorbing material like cast iron. So that is the pictorial view of a mini capstan lathe. Yeah, and this is the pictorial view of a lathe rod, turret lathe. So what is the only difference between a turret and capstan lathe? There is a one guide rod. So that is called as a guide rod. So guide rod to ensure the axial movement of a turret head. That is the important purpose of a guide rod. Bar feeding mechanism of a capstan lathe. The bar stock is held and tightly clamped in the push type spring collet, which is pushed by the push tube with the help of a pair of bell crank levers, actually by a taper ring shown in the previous figure. Bar feeding is accomplished by four elementary operations. So what are the necessity of a bar feeding mechanism? Unclamping of the jaw by opening the collet. Bar feeding by pushing it forward. Clamping of the bar by closing the collet. Free return of the bar polishing element. Yes. Typical bar feeding mechanism. This is the one connecting rod here. Yes, the one end of the connecting rod directly attached to the clamp and another end of the connecting rod attached to the internal ratchet bar. So if I am going to clamp is the either upward direction or downward direction, the connecting rod will be transfer the motion toward the ratchet bar. So obviously either forward or the backward motion. That is the important purpose of a clamp. Yes. After the job is completed and the part of the collet is opened by moving the lever manually rightward to withdraw the push force on the collet. Further moving of the lever in the same direction causes the forward push of the bar with the help of the ratchet. After the projection of a bar from the collet race to the desired length controlled by the preset stop. Stop generally held in one face of a turret or in a separate swing stop. The lever is moved leftward, resulting closing the collet by clamping of the bar stock. Just before clamping the collet, the leftward movement of the lever pushes the bar feeder freely against the ball, which is the bar feeding mechanism. And turret indexing mechanism. So all we know, we can able to fix the 6 different tools in a turret lathe machine. That is the turret indexing mechanism. A turret indexing mechanism of a capstan and single spindle turret lathe is typically shown in the previous diagram. The turret is generally hexagon, holding the axial movement of a cutting tool, having the following motion to be controlled mechanically and manually. Forward axial transverse comprising quick approach, manually done by the rotating of a pinion as shown in the previous diagram. Slow working feed, automatically by engaging the clutch. Stop at preset position depending upon the desired length of travel of the individual tools. Quick return mechanism, manually done by the disengaging the clutch and moving the turret back. Indexing of a turret by 60° done manually, further moving the turret side back, which means it's a hexagon shape. Hexagon having a 6 shape, so we can able to hold the 6 different tools at the same time. So each tool having a 60° angle. That is the main indication of an indexing mechanism. Yes, the turret indexing mechanism. So I'm showing this that we have a 6. So let us assume this is having a 6 in hexagon 6 indexing mechanism. So we have 6 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can be able to hold the 6 different tools at the same time. So that is the very important thing about the turret lathe. It's a bar indexing mechanism. Yes. So what is the major difference between engine lathe and semi-automatic lathe? So familiar term, center lathe and the semi-automatic lathe. There is only one tool post. So there are two tool posts, four-way tool post and rear tool post. So engine lathe consisting the tail stalk is located at the right side of a bed. But semi-automatic lathe tail stalk is replaced by the hexagonal tool head called carrot. And engine lathe only one cutting tool can be held in the tailstock, and turret and capstan lathe a minimum 6 tools can be held in the turret. So that is the important thing. Center lathe having the only one, we can able to fix the only one tool at the time. But semi-automatic lathe like turret and capstan lathe, we can able to hold the minimum 6 number of tools on a tool post. No provision to control the tool movement automatically. So because it's a non-automatic machine, turret movement can be controlled automatically because it is partially automatic lathe machine. Only one tool can be put into the machining at a time. More tools can be set up on a turret and each of them can be set at the pre-work. And number 6, setting of tools will take more time. So the tool mounting time will be higher and setting of time cutting tool is easy. A skilled operator is necessary to work on a machine. After the initial setting are made, a semi-skilled operator can operate the machine. The machine has to be stopped and change the tool. The machine can be indexed even when the machine in running condition. So for center lathe, if I'm going to change the tool means we have to stop the machine. After that we have to open the tool post and mount the another tool. But turret and captain tool we can able to change the tool at the machine in running condition by using the indexing mechanism. And production cost is high. Comparatively, production cost is reduced as the rate of production is more because engine lathe is not suitable for a mass production. Turret and capstan lathe is used for the mass production. Motors with 3 to 5 HP are used. Motors with 15 HP are used. So engine lathe only consisting 3 to 5 horsepower of motor. But semi-automatic lathe machine consisting the maximum 15 HP motor. And next, what is the major difference between the turret lathe and capstan lathe? Turret tool head is directly fitted on the saddle and both of them appear like a one unit. But in capstan lathe, turret head is mounted on a slide called ram, which is mounted on the saddle. And turret lathe saddle is moved to provide feed the control, but to In capstan lathe, provide feed to the tool. Saddle is locked at a particular point as the ram is moved. And third point, it is difficult to move the saddle for feed. And in capstan lathe, it's easy to move the ram for feed because in turret lathe we are using the saddle for giving a feed of cut, but in capstan lathe we are using the ram. And the fourth point, as the saddle can be moved along the entire length of a bed, it is suitable for longer workpiece. So we can able to machining the longer workpiece in the turret lathe because size of a lathe will be literally higher. As the movement of a ram is limited, it is suitable for machining shorter workpieces only. And turret lathe. To index the turret tool head, a clamp lever is released and turret is rotated manually. So because turret lathe doesn't consist in the indexing mechanism, there is only bar feeding mechanism. But capstan lathe consisting the indexing mechanism. So when the hand wheel for the ram is reversed, the turret tool head is indexed automatically by using the indexing mechanism. And the sixth point, limit dogs are used to control the distance of a tool movement, means lathe dog. To control the distance of a tool movement, feed, stop, screws are provided at the rear side of a turret. And the seventh point, some turret lathe having some facility moving the turret at the higher angles to the lathe axis. We can able to increase the axis from 60 degrees to the maximum level, but no such facility because capstan lathe maximum the tool angle is 60 degrees. And number 8, heavy and steady, lighter in construction. And ninth one, suitable for machining heavy and large workpieces. Only small and light workpieces are machined like aluminium. That kind of soft materials will be machined by using a capstan lathe. And the 10th point, machining can be done by providing the more depth of cut and feed. And here in capstan lathe, only limited amount of feed and depth of cut are provided for the machining because capstan lathe is only applicable for soft materials like aluminium. Okay, and in this lecture itself, we were discussed about the what is semi-automatic lathe machine, like capstan and turret lathe. What is indexing mechanism? What is bar feeding mechanism? And major difference between the center lathe and semi-automatic lathe, and turret lathe and capstan lathe. Thank you.